So our topic was tattoos.
Boop boop.
So we decided we'd go to a tattoo place.
If you can't hear in the background, you think they can hear that?
Let's see.
Ooh, the sound.
We'll get close enough so they can. But we're at Pokerz here on Avenue I, and we're going to ask some folks some questions about tattoos. We're going to start with Steve.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's doing a piercing.
Well, let's start with Brendan then.
Let's start with Brendan. Brendan, come on over here, man. You got tattoos.
You got a tattoo or two?
I have several. How can I do? I don't know what to do with my
hands. Hey, Brendan, how many tattoos do you have total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so 5 total. And then how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
18.
And where were you?
I was at the Joker's Wild on PCH in Long Beach, I believe was the city.
Did you go by yourself or friends?
No, I went with my girlfriend at the time because she got one the day before and I was jealous.
What did you get? What was your first tattoo?
A skull with a jester's hat on it that said Joker.
And do you still have that same tattoo?
I covered that sumbitch up.
Why'd you cover it?
Some things don't age well. Like your first $30 tattoo.
So do you regret that tattoo then?
No, it was a story.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier about the woman in the background yelling "fuck my shit" at the top of her lungs.
Oh, tell the listeners the story.
So I was at this tattoo shop on PCH, and while the guy was stenciling me out and doing the things that they do to prepare for it, in the background of the tattoo shop, all I can hear at the top of her lungs was a older woman yelling "fuck my shit"
over and over.
Oh,
again.
you bastard! Oh, fuck me like that! Fuck my shit over and over again. To where the guy giving me a tattoo, the artist, walked over and told the other guy, "If you don't shut that bitch up, I'm going to throw her into fucking traffic."
Oh, my God.
I literally thought some dude was railing a chick in the background. And I'm like, wow. Then I just found out it was just a tattoo. And I'm like, well, if it hurts that bad, I don't know if I want it just to impress a chick that bad. I'm not sure if I want to go this route. But that ass was tight, son.
Are there any other tattoos that you regret?
Yes, this horrible 90s tribal tattoo that I have going down my arm that everybody thinks is a swastika when I cross my arms.
You might want to get that added on too.
Yeah, I got to get that fixed real quick. Because I was at a place in Tennessee, and one of the owners, a black dude, walked up to me and was staring at me and goes, "Can I help you with that tattoo?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, I threw my arms out. He goes, "Oh, it's just a horrible tribal tattoo." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not that way. It's cool in the game."
Do you have any advice for anybody getting tattooed for the first time ever?
Just think about it. Don't get whatever the whim of the day is.
Yeah.
Get something that's personal to you that you can have a story about. It doesn't have to be the greatest tattoo, but it has to be something you can at least relate to.
Forever.
Like I said, the tribal tattoos in the 90s or whatever is trendy. Ain't going to be so in 5 years.
The nautical stars.
So let's not row the boat there.
Alrighty, Brendan, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. I'm going to finish my beer.
Okay.
Well, and Brendan, just so everybody knows, Brendan's been on the Three is Comedy podcast way back in the day. Right? Was it Three is Comedy or was it Evening Radio? I forget. Yeah.
That was such a great podcast.
Yeah. So he's our neighbor.
Brendan is going to be our newest Patreon member. We just talked him into it today.
Yes.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Just got to reset up everything. I love it.
Thanks for the beer, by the way.
No problem.
And thanks for answering our questions.
All right, so we're here with Steve. Steve, where can they find you? Where are we at?
I am the owner, and I also work at Pokerz Tattoo in Lancaster, California, at 1436 West Avenue I.
Okay, so first of all, go to Steve if you want to get tattooed. He does my tattoos, so that's great. I want to say, do you have a tattoo, Steve?
I have got a couple.
Got a couple, because looking at you, it doesn't look like you have any, but you're covered, shoulders to ankles?
Pretty much from wrists to ankles.
Yeah, okay. How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, I was 17 years old.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at, what was the name of that place? It's called Devil Dolls on Ventura Boulevard down by Studio City.
Okay. All right. What made you get a tattoo?
Just wanted to get one.
People had them and you wanted one?
Yes.
What was it of?
It was a wizard that I got done.
Is
it's
it
covered now.
I was going to say, do you still have it? So you covered it.
It's covered now.
How many tattoos have you got covered in your life?
2.
Only two?
Only 2.
Okay, cool. All right. So would you say, how many tattoos do you have that you regret?
None.
That's awesome.
All the ones I picked what I wanted, so how can I regret what I picked?
But you did cover up 2. Can I ask why then if you didn't regret them?
I went with bigger pieces over them. That's what happened. They were
Good
just
real
small.
estate?
Yeah, it was on the shoulder and on the arm. And the other one was a full back.
Okay. All right. Another question we asked on the podcast was, what advice, well, you're the guy. So what advice would you give for anybody wanting their first tattoo? What do you say to people when they come in? They're like, I want a tattoo.
Don't get a person's name.
Okay. Will you
do
even
that.
do them?
Yeah, of course we'll do them.
Okay.
It's not but we'll try and talk you out of it. Don't put it anywhere where it's going to cause you not to get a job. So
Right.
Don't do your face. Don't
Wow,
do your
you're so
hands.
thoughtful.
We try and talk people out of it. When they come in and someone's 18 and they say, I want one on my hand, and we're like, you don't really want to do that. Let's put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And 9 out of 10 times they'll put it somewhere else.
That's good. Wow, good looking out, Steve. So, okay, next question. This is going to be a hard one, Steve. How many tattoos total do you have?
I couldn't tell you tattoos total. I can tell you hours. Roughly.
Okay, how many hours?
About 280 hours.
Damn. And so, do you say, if people ask you that question, would you just say you have one tattoo because they're all connected?
Most of them all touch, so it does become one again.
One big tattoo.
You start
Okay.
from one and you work your way back to one.
When's your next tattoo?
I have no idea.
Are you going to get tattooed again?
I haven't decided. It's been a few years since I last got tattooed.
Oh, okay. So you haven't been tattooed in a couple of years.
No, last one I got was for my 40th birthday. It was a little tooth on my wrist.
Oh, cute. What does that represent? Anything?
It's a wisdom tooth, and hopefully I got some by the time I hit 40.
Okay, Jason, do you have any other questions for Steve?
Well, just what got you into tattooing originally?
I've always been an artist since I was a little kid. I hold a degree in fine arts.
Wow. Okay.
I did my master's at Art Center in Pasadena. I did my associate's, my bachelor's in Liverpool, England.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I've always been into it. It's something that I like to do, and I enjoy it.
That's cool. And how long you been doing it?
I'm going on 28 years.
It's a long time.
It's been a while.
And we asked you before we opened the mics up when your first tattoo was. You can't remember the first one. What's the one you remember the most? Like the biggest one, maybe that, like, oh, this is it. This is what I really want to do.
Honestly, I like doing every tattoo. I just like doing them.
That's awesome from the beginning, because I know there's people that try stuff and they're like, and then when they really do it, they're not maybe as happy with it.
I came from a time when nobody specialized in anything. You did everything that came in the door. If you wanted to eat, you tattooed everything. So you had to learn how to do everything.
That's great.
And so you didn't box yourself in just doing one style.
Now, a lot of people do apprenticeships. Did you ever do an apprenticeship?
Yes, I actually learned from old bikers.
Awesome. Okay.
How many people have you apprenticed, or do you?
I've apprenticed in the past 2 people, and right now I actually have 2 people that I'm apprenticing at the moment. But we'll see if they make it through.
Right. Can you tell us what that process is?
Well, they want an apprenticeship, and it's basically they're slaves. They mop, they clean, they stand around, they watch, they draw all the time. The no longer belongs in their vocabulary.
Okay.
So whatever you tell them to do, they got to do it.
Okay. And then through that, you teach them also how to tattoo techniques and...
Yes. Well, you can't teach a technique. You can teach just all the basics, and from there they'll develop their own technique.
Is the guy out there in the front an apprentice of yours?
Yes, that's Mike.
I know. I've been in here and he's been watching and asking a question here or there. Or okay. So we'll try and interview Mike if we can. Do you have any questions we should ask Mike?
No. Ask him whatever you like. He cannot not answer it.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Again, everything you've heard from Steve, one of the huge reasons why we would suggest to go to Steve, dude has a master's in art, right?
Yes, that's huge.
You may not know who he is, but we totally say Pokerz, Avenue I, Lancaster, California, off the 14. Come out of state, come out of city. What's your phone number, Steve? We'll put it in our show notes
Our
as well.
phone number is 661-723-3600.
And do they just ask for Steve?
They can ask for Steve or come down and check out and see what artists they might like.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. So we're here with Mike.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Steve said you're apprenticing for him, yes?
Sure am.
Tell us a little bit about that. What is apprenticing for people who don't know?
Well, he's teaching me how to tattoo,
Okay.
and it takes a lot of time because I started out with basically zero art experience.
Okay.
And he's showing me everything from the bottom up.
Okay,
And
so you're starting from zero.
Yeah, a lot of it is has a lot of history because tattooing's been around for a long time. He's
Right.
starting me off on traditional Sailor Jerry stuff.
Nice.
And it's hard, but I'm getting it.
Okay.
It takes time.
How many tattoos do you have? Currently, you don't know? 5?
A lot.
A lot.
Way more than 5.
Ton. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What was your first tattoo?
A little eyeball with some wings.
Okay, like the
Traditional style. It's called a Von Dutch.
right. I was gonna say like okay. Who did that tattoo? Is it Steve?
No, this guy Nelson out of
Doesn't matter. How old were you?
18.
18. Okay, so you waited until 18.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Was it out here in the Antelope Valley? Okay, nice. So, have you tattooed anybody yet?
Yeah, I've done 15 tattoos on people besides me.
Okay, how many tattoos have you done on yourself?
Like 6.
Okay, so that's kind of a lot. Are they big?
No, they're small. One's big. It covers basically above my kneecap.
Okay.
But none of them are really all that good because I'm still just learning.
Do you have any tattoos that you regret?
No.
No. Yeah. How many? I have 2.
Only one because I got one of them covered already.
And the one you regretted, you got covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any others you're gonna get covered?
Not covered, but
Expanded?
maybe just finished. Yeah,
Okay.
expanded.
What's your next tattoo? Do you know?
I was working on it just now. That was what I was tracing.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a girl with a skull. Mm-hmm. Okay, kind of a fantasy-looking one, right?
Yeah, just spooky stuff.
Okay.
Very dark, macabre.
Okay, cool. Macabre. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know what it is. Jason, do you have any questions for Mike?
Yeah. So what's it like to be an apprentice?
It's pretty hard work. I do a lot of shit wrong, like all the time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to just swallow your pride every day and come back with a fresh head, ready to take it on the next day.
And how many hours are you here? You here every day? Is it? I mean, I imagine you have to have an income.
For
so.
a while, I used to have a job. I had a pretty good job, but I wanted to get out of that. I wanted to do something that I liked instead.
Interesting.
But later, I got fired from one job, and I was here every day as much as I could. I started out coming part-time, 2 hours a day after work every day. And then when I lost my job, I was here basically every day for like 5 hours.
Okay.
And then I got another job, and I couldn't come anymore for about 3 months. So when I came back, it was really shaky. I didn't have the hand for art the same way anymore. I definitely couldn't hold the machine the same way anymore.
So currently, how many hours are you at?
I'm here every day, basically.
That's awesome.
For
That's awesome.
8 hours a day, basically.
And you still like it?
Still love it, yeah.
Well, let's hope it turns into a career for you. My cousin's been doing it for a lot of years. Steve's obviously been doing it a lot of years. And
Yeah. There's a lot of
keep
people that
working
are
at
pretty
it.
successful about it, but it just takes time. It's a long process to learn.
Like anything else. Well, thank you very much for being on our show. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
So, what's your name?
My name's Nicole Moore.
Okay, Nicole. So, is this your first tattoo you're getting here?
No.
How many do you
definitely
have?
not. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if you count my legs as separate, I have 4 so
Okay.
far. So,
And what are you getting here today?
my son's footprints.
And is that his birthday?
Yeah, his name and his birthday.
Oh, that's so cute. So you just have the one child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 7 months.
Very cute. Very cute. And so, Ron, right? Oh God, thank God. Has Ron tattooed you before?
Yeah, he's my main tattoo
He's your
artist, yeah.
dude, and he's also here at Pokerz. We want to tell the listeners. So, Steve or Ron? Ron, how long have you been tattooing for?
13 years.
Okay, and what made you get into it?
Some chick told me I would waste my time and my money by buying a kit and getting started. So I bought the kit and proved her wrong.
Challenge accepted.
That's right. That's right. Don't tell me I can't do it.
How many tattoos do you have, Ron?
I don't know. Probably, if you count them separately, probably somewhere around 100, 120,
Right.
150.
But they're all touching, so you have one big one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, most of them are touching. The fatter I get, the more they spread apart. So
How old were you when you got your first tattoo, Ron?
I was 14
Okay, where'd you get that at?
in my neighbor's front yard.
With a guitar string or?
With a sewing needle. There was a bunch of cholos sitting around doing the little Indian ink and
Hell
the
yeah.
Vida Loca dots and shit.
Nice.
And so I ran home and grabbed a sewing needle and some thread and dipped in their Indian ink, and I still have the tattoo.
You do it yourself?
Yeah, I did it myself. It's right here.
No way.
Still have it. It's on my finger.
Oh, but you can't even see it, folks.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like
it's
a face.
faded. I mean, I'm 41 now, so that was quite a few years ago.
Okay.
And then I did a little R up here that I had covered when I was 18.
So that was obviously your first tattoos then.
It was horrible,
The
yeah.
Vita Loca and the R.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be cool.
I think you're pretty cool. I think you made it.
We have fun. I'll tell you that much. We do. You've been here before. We have a blast when we're tattooing.
Jason, do you know Ron?
He did a tattoo on Jesse.
Oh, you're Jesse Vasquez's tattoo artist.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love Jesse. Jesse.
Yeah.
Jason is the drummer in Jesse's band.
Yeah, Jesse's a good dude.
Yeah,
I
good
still
guy.
got to make it to one of his shows. I'm horrible at that, but I will make it out eventually. I'm sorry, Jesse, if you're listening. I'll make it. I promise.
Probably. Okay.
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
man.
Ron. We'll let you get back to tattooing. You're the third tattoo artist here, yes?
That's right.
What's your name?
Mike Hurtado.
Okay, so Mike Hurtado. You can also ask for Mike here at Pokerz. Mike, what type of tattooing do you like to do?
I'm really into traditional right now.
Okay, right now, what were you into before?
Just trying to learn.
Okay. How long you been tattooing for?
A couple years.
Okay, like 3 or 4 or 5?
3.
Sweet.
3.
Have you been here at Pokerz all 3 years?
No.
Okay. How long you been at Pokerz?
Since December last year.
Okay, so almost a year.
Yep.
Nice. Tell us how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 19.
Okay, where'd you get it?
I got it on my upper arm here. It's a
What was it
lion.
of?
It's a lion head.
Okay.
Everybody thought I was a Leo, and I wasn't, so...
So you decided to get a Leo.
Well, no, I liked lions, and they thought that meant that I was a Leo.
Oh, okay.
So-
What are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay, I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
We get along.
Sweet. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. I was like, God, I hope he knows.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any covered up?
No.
No tattoos covered up. Any regrets?
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I had my neck done, yeah.
Okay, you had your neck done and covered up.
Yeah.
Any regret tattoos?
No.
Good. That's good. Why did you get the one on your neck covered up if it wasn't a regret?
Because it was done...
Poorly, maybe?
Yeah, poorly.
Okay, you wanted to improve it.
It was horrible, yeah. So I was just like, cover it up. We'll do it on the other side, you know?
Okay, I have one. I have my last question. What advice would you give somebody who never has been tattooed before, wants to get their first tattoo?
The only advice I can give is like to be adventurous. You're either going to do it or you're not. You
Okay.
know? People always come to me and ask me where the it hurts the worst or the least, and I always tell them, look, tattoos hurt, man. That's just it.
Anywhere you get
know?
'em.
And so it's just a matter of what you can deal with, and you might be surprised, you know.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. If you want to get a tattoo, get what you want where you want it.
Yeah.
And don't push out.
Exactly.
Or go home.
Yep. Says Tattoo Mike.
Tattoo Mike. All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.